everyone, Cynthia here at the Nameless Homestead. Welcome back. This is a beautiful late winter, early spring morning, and I was just in the shed getting out all of my bee and hive care tools out of storage. It's gonna be about 55 degrees out here this morning, which means it is the perfect time to check on our honeybees and see how they've overwintered. This morning we're gonna go ahead and check to make sure first that they made it through the winter, which we're pretty darn sure that they have. And then we're gonna be popping open the hive very briefly so that we can check to see how their food stores are, if we need to add a candy board, and if they are beginning to lay brood. This early in spring, as it's just the first week of March, is too early in our climate to be laying brood. But our weather can be quite temperamental in the inland Northwest, so they oftentimes will lay brood too early. And then if we have another cold snap, which we're likely to do in March, they will go and attempt to protect the brood instead of the queen. This is a big time cause of colony collapse where we're at. So we have to make sure that if they've started laying brood, that we feed them adequately and keep them warm. So let's head over to the hive and check them out. Well, it would seem our girls have come through the winter very, very well. I was really hopeful this year that we weren't going to have any losses, and we lucked out. The one big thing we changed this year is actually adding this black tarping. It might not look very cute at this point, especially anymore since we've had a few windstorms that have battered it up. But that and putting our hives this year in a nice, well-treed area that still gets south-facing sun was, I think, something that made all the difference, especially considering our wet and bitter winters. So now we know they're alive, but how are they doing for food? And we have to see whether or not they are laying any brood. This can be kind of a delicate procedure this early in the year, as the clusters of bees tend to be really congregated and close together on the top, and that's where the queen will be. So rolling her is a risk. So fingers crossed that we don't have any accidents while we check on them. I'll set up the tripod and then we'll crack her open. All suited up and ready to go. Let's crack this baby open and take a peek. Oh, I hear lots of activity. Are you ladies gonna be cranky with me this afternoon? Oh my gosh, I would have to say that they overwintered quite well. First thing we need to check, oh, looks like they're gonna need to be smoked. We're very angry bees. Okay, ladies. Sorry, ladies. I gotta get in here and see how much honey stores you guys have left. Spray the area around me because they are unhappy with my presence, interrupting their work this afternoon. Okay, what do we have going on up here? Looks like they still have some honey stores left here, so that they're not starving. We know that much for sure. Let's see if we can scoot these frames over and check the ones closer to the middle. Honeybees lay their brood towards the center of the hive structure to help keep those babies warm. So if there's gonna be any brood in this box, chances are it's gonna be in the frames towards the center. And that is something that we need to know for sure. It is too early in the year for that business. No brood so far. This is completely empty. So they might be low on honey, but they don't seem to be laying any brood, which is a good sign. We need to make a few candy boards for them to last them some food stores until the dandelions start coming in. So for now, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of granulated sugar over the top of the boards to tide them over until we can get a candy board made up for them. Here you go, babies. Just a little snack. Go nuts. Let's check the second hive. Oh my goodness, are we doing so good over here too? All right, got my smoker relit. Okay, try to make this quick, huh ladies? Okay, ooh. Still lots of cured honey on this board, so that's better. They're going through less than the other hive, but this population on this hive is also quite a bit lower. This was the hive I was a bit worried about over winter because they kept on having issues with losing their queen last year. Hey, don't try and just sting me. There's no need for it. All right. Now, let's just hope we don't find any brood. The propolis is going to be way too hard and difficult to get through it to the bottom frames. Oh, we have eggs. Oh, for pity's sake. They're a lot easier to see on a board with black backing. I don't know if you can see those in there, but they look like teeny tiny grains of rice standing on end. So we have eggs in the top, which means there's probably brood towards the bottom. Gosh darn it, bees. It's too early for this, ladies. This 50-degree weather is a trick from Mother Nature. She's playing you for a fool. Now I'm happy with how much honey these bees have left, but they decided to lay brood. So that means they're gonna go through what they have quickly. So I'm gonna give them some sugar on top as well. Just a little dusting. So the verdict is both hives are alive. They seem to be very fit and have wonderful population levels, but Hive A has gone through its honey a lot faster than Hive B, which makes sense. They have more of a population and they will need some supplementation. Hive B, however, although it has more honey to spare here towards the end of the season, has already started laying brood. So we're gonna have to supplement them fairly intensively. Supplementing basically means making our own nectar water. We combine standard cane sugar with water in various ratios depending on the time of the year and offer it to the bees to tide them over until our dandelions and first flowers appear and can offer them a more natural source of sustenance. I love the symbiotic relationship we have with bees. We can help them by keeping their hives healthy and happy and working with them through husbandry skills, and they provide us with liquid gold. I hope you all had fun coming out here to check on the bees with me this beautiful Sunday morning. And if you would be interested in more content about our bees, do hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so that I know this is the kind of content you would like to see from our channel and so that you can be updated the next time we upload. See you on Thursday for our incubating eggs check-in for week 2.